Hi Dean, how you doing?
Hi, Thomas. Excellent. How about yourself? How are you?
Excellent, mate. Is this now November? I just spoke
Yes.
to Alistair, who's into right into November. Is that what you're doing too, or that's natural now?
No, it's natural now. Just me
Natural.
now. If I
All right.
shave, I go back to 18. So
Oh,
I'm
I see.
keeping.
I see. I see. It does look good. Does look good. It looks like
Thank you.
the Keanu Reeves of the Gold Coast. You know.
Yeah, yeah. No, well, unfortunately, it doesn't connect here, so I have to, do it like this. But
Yeah,
anyway,
that's all right.
anyway,
That's
it's good.
good.
Yeah.
Hey, just tell me, how's the
Yes.
market?
Still
Was
very
it
strong. Yeah,
was it like you
we're still
predicted?
seeing. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, it's steadily increasing. I'm quite surprised at some of the prices that are being achieved as well. So people are still going above and beyond. Mainly a lot of desperation.
Yes.
So people now, a lot of the locals are selling too. So the locals are trying to buy back into the market. And that's triggering another increase in the market as we basically predicted. So
Yeah.
yeah, no, it's going very strong. I think we'll still stay strong all the way till Christmas. After Christmas, I could see it staying strong January, February. But I think the main thing to keep an eye out on is when JobKeeper ends. What's going to happen?
Right.
I think it's the main thing. But I think they're talking about possibly extending it, and we've got the vaccine coming, all sorts of stuff
You
happening.
got the
So I think,
traineeship coming in,
yeah.
right?
And even for for small businesses like myself too, there's plenty of incentive for people to hire. I believe it's if you hire somebody, they'll pay for half their wages
Yeah.
for you. So there's plenty of incentive for businesses to keep growing. So, which I'm quite surprised that our government has put so much money back into it, but something I didn't predict, obviously, a long time ago. I thought the market was anyway. But yeah, it's very interesting though. It's very
Yeah,
interesting to
like we
see.
say, with COVID, every business has suffered. My government, there's still plenty of money,
Yeah, plenty of money
right?
to throw around and print, and we'll be like Germany soon. A sausage will cost $1,000.
So which part of the Gold Coast is really working? I mean, is it the beach or is it more the inland? Is it more the acreages on the back?
it's it's a good spread actually. So this central Gold Coast, like Mermaid, Miami. I mean, Gold Coast when we had our previous a couple of years ago when we had our boom after Sydney, the biggest increases were
Right.
Mermaid Waters, Burley Beach. Out basically, if you hugged the coastline.
Yeah, the coastline, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was you hug the coastline. But with COVID, the biggest change has definitely been a lot of people are buying land now. They want land. They want two to 100 as many acres as they can get. They'll buy it, and that's definitely what's been driving the market too. So there's still a good amount of people looking for three, four bedders, obviously, because it's either people downsizing from the bigger mansions and houses that
Yeah.
they're selling. That there's demand for that too. So it's been a very good widespread, but the biggest increase is definitely along the coastline,
Yeah.
Miami, Mermaid Beach, anything with a beach or ocean close to it, even
Yes.
all the way down to Palm Beach. Palm Beach is also exploding. And if you went up north as well, North Gold Coast is still doing well as well, but it's probably not exploding as much as like this central hub right
Yes.
now. So yeah, it's going crazy.
Mm. And so you find that the market really went from the beach towards inland. It's like people are selling to maybe people in Brisbane to to be who wants to be on the coast, and then the
Yeah.
people on the coast want to go more inland.
Yeah, I think so. I've found that the acreage demand has been there's been a lot of people from Brisbane. I mean, as you know, Thomas, like Gold Coast, it's a bit tricky to find employment for different various fields like IT or if
Yeah.
you're like a software engineer or something like that. It's very hard to
Yes.
find employment. So a lot of people originally moved to Brisbane or did the commute to Brisbane. So those
Yes.
Brisbane people coming back, a lot of them can work from home. So that's why the acreage is going very well too.
Right.
I think there's quite a lot of people moving from the beach inland as well because it's getting quite crowded. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I love it out that way, but it is the blocks are now Miami blocks are like 400 square meters, 200 square meters, 400. It's getting very tight, and who knows? Maybe they'll start doing 7 levels in Miami soon too. But
Yeah.
we don't know when that will happen. But
Yep.
I could see it happening because our population was supposed to before COVID Our population was supposed to double, I think it was 10, 15 years, something like that. But I think it's going to be quicker now. There's so
Yes.
many people coming. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
You talk to Melbourne people or people coming from, especially Melbourne people. We talk to them, and it's like, well, I've got four or five other friends wanting to buy as well. So that's talking to one family, and so it's just going to be a big. I suppose it's like Noah's Ark with the boat, the last boat. So no, it's good to see though. I mean, I love here. So
Yeah. You're starting to make a bit of yourself a name in acreages too, I hear.
yes, we've had good success with it.
Yeah.
I think it was an area that was, from a business point of view, I think it was a bit underworked.
Yes.
So I've definitely got in there, and I know that I can outwork anybody. Like I can do that. So, and I'm still young. I'm still hungry for business. So that's been my main feedback is, yeah, I'm out there. I'm proactive. I'm confident in my marketing,
Yeah.
negotiating, all of that, and just bringing that fresh air into
Yeah.
that area, because it was a bit. Anyway, I won't talk bad about my competition, but yeah, it's been
No, you don't
it's
have
been
to.
good. It's been
Don't
good.
have to.
Yeah,
All you have to do is just focus on yourself, right? So,
exactly,
do you have
exactly. Yeah.
any good story for November?
Yes, we've just gone under contract on. I don't play favorites, but one of my favorite clients. As you know, Thomas, I've lost my grandparents over the last couple of years. So elderly people to me have a very soft spot. So I
Yeah.
can't help but put my everything into it. But
Yeah.
yeah, they're making their final move into care now, and we needed to achieve a certain price to be able to do that. And when I brought them the contract on Saturday night, they just broke out into tears, and so I started crying too. But
Yeah.
it's such a nice feeling to be able to do that for them, because their daughter's stuck in Melbourne right now.
Yes.
She was the one that was wanting to be able to help her parents through that process.
Right.
And there's a lot of people like that right now. They're stuck and they can't help their elderly. So for me to be able to be there for them, it's a very crucial move. It's a very sad, bittersweet move. So being able to be there for them and provide that support means a lot to me. So
Yeah.
so I had a bit of a busy weekend, but it was very good. It was very
Yeah.
good.
Do you know they say out of um, problems, because when you lose a grandparent, I can't say it's a challenge. A challenge, you can throw a bit of money, you can fix it. But out of
Exactly.
issues that are a bit like this, usually, the silver lining is that you develop that level of care that is way deeper than other people. And so for
Yeah.
someone like you to have gone through, and it was just in 2 years, you lost both of them, didn't you? So
Yes. Yeah.
to have that happening, I know it doesn't heal overnight. It takes a little bit of time, but you have developed that sensitivity now to caring for others, especially the
Mm,
elderly. And so I think,
mm,
man, that's going to make you an even better agent than before. You
No,
know?
I agree, and it's in a way where I'm fortunate enough as well that now in my workplace I get to have that journey myself, and it's healing for me too to be able to
Yes.
do that for other people, because obviously when somebody passes away, the one of the first thing that hits you is regret.
Mm.
So for me it's been a journey in that way too, where I can be there for people, and it's very fulfilling. So
Yeah, that's quite nice. And that's a bit that we always talk about. At
mm,
Wiseberry, we don't just sell houses, we move people. And mate, someone like
yeah.
you who've got now that element of care,
Mm.
moving people, it has a different meaning now, right?
Yeah, no, exactly. It's always been about people. I mean, some houses, don't get me wrong, are magnificent,
Yes.
but it's the people inside it. It's all that matters.
So
Houses.
do you have any good deals for the moment in
We've
your
got some
portfolio?
coming. No,
Yeah.
we've got some coming. I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, you said it
Not
last
yet.
time. You said it last month, but then between our two podcasts, you just sold them all.
They do sell quickly. They do sell quickly. So, I mean, we've been doing quite a fair bit of off-market deals as well.
Yes.
The houses are selling before they even hit the market. So, I've been recommending all buyers, anybody that's looking to buy, contact a couple of agents in your area and make sure that you're keeping up to date. Just keep texting them, calling them, texting them, calling them. Bug the crap out of them.
Yeah. Do you have any acreages coming up?
Yeah, we've got one coming. Very unique one actually. So it's on 8 acres.
Yes.
And in through Madrabar, it's been interesting because not many people have been able to build 2 houses on their acreage.
Right.
You can have a minor dwelling and a large dwelling, but you can't quite have 2 large dwellings. But we've managed. I'm not sure how he did it, but it's all approved.
Yes.
We've got two big houses
right.
on a property coming.
So on 8 acres.
Yes, on 8 acres.
Yes.
How
far is it from the city?
11, 12 minutes, not even that.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah. You should buy it.
Is there a river going past?
No, nothing like that. There's a creek that runs along about 300 meters on another property across from it. So when it floods, they'll flood first.
Yes.
and then you have time to get on your boat and
right. And so when it hits the market, how much is that going to be for?
We don't have a set price right at the moment, but as a price guide, probably 1.4, right. 1.4, 1.5 around there.
Right.
So
that is still a bloody good deal.
It is. Yeah. It's this in Melbourne or Sydney, it's like 3-4 million. So, so you can get 2 of them.
Yes. And any just block of land, any block of lands for sale?
Well, that's the trickiest thing right now is we can't. Some pockets in Benogan, which is a suburb next to Madrabar, Towlite, they've been able to divide off. If you've got big enough land, you can actually divide off, I believe it's 2 acres in some pockets, 5 acres in others, depending on the zoning,
right?
And selling that off. And they go for about 500, 550, about 600, something like that for blocks of land. So I'm chasing a couple up. There's quite a lot of people now. Basically they don't have anything to do with the land, so they're just like, oh, stuff it, we'll just divide it off and sell it and cash it up. So that's been happening too, but not enough. There's just so much demand for it. Well, prices will just keep jumping, I suppose, because still we're struggling to find people that want to move. There's still a bit of uncertainty there, or there's like, well, what do? We buy back into a crazy market, like. So there's a bit of that going on too. So there's definitely shortage of stock, but that just usually means the prices will just keep going because there's always a price really on somebody to move.
Yes. Now, totally different subject. I know you work with your dad, and Mark is pretty good with buys.
Yeah.
So how is he going these days?
Yeah, he's going well. He's going very well. He's he had a bit of up and down this year, but he's on the recovery, which is very good news.
Yeah,
with his health.
Yeah.
Yes. He had. Yeah, I think he had everything hit him at the same time.
Yeah.
Poor guy. So, but no, he's doing very well, and he's getting kicked straight back into it. We've got a fair few buyers right now, really ready to go. And he's been working very closely with them. So
I think that any buyers who's got your father's time or devotion into finding them the right place is a lucky buyer,
Yeah, no, exactly.
So that's pretty nice. It's good to work with dad, and I believe that mom has got a little bit of a play in that business too.
Yes.
So how do you lead both of them when they're supposed to be leading you? Huh?
There's a lot of ego clash. That's the biggest thing. But no, it's been a very good lesson for me too, because I quite often, as a son, you always think that you're the best and you're right about everything, and you hit a certain age, you just go, no, it's my journey now. But you can still learn so much from both of your parents, and especially my mum is. If you've met my mum, she's very switched on, very very brilliant woman. But my ego wasn't listening, so there's been quite a lot of times where I didn't listen. But it's been a good journey in that sense, and now we've sort of turned everything around, and that's another dynamic too, because now we're really working with I suppose self and how we can really interact with each other from a business point of view, family point of view.
Yes.
You know, what's work, what's not work. So that's been excellent for me, and I think I've been enjoying it
Yeah.
thoroughly.
Do you know,
And
in many ways, actually, it's a great success for your parents. They say that actually it was Joe Biden who had that line where he said, parents know that they are successful when their children have done way better than them. So,
yeah,
so for you to now be doing this and taking the reins of the business and doing what you're doing, really, it's actually nothing else but the results of very successful parents because they managed to
yeah,
get you there, right?
yeah,
So
of course, of
in
course.
many ways, you never become successful by yourself. It takes a whole village to get you to this level.
Yeah,
And mate,
yeah,
I'm really proud to see how you're really growing. And sellers, buys have to be very, very lucky to have someone like you um, taking your time and work fastidiously for them.
yeah. No, I hope so. I hope
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
So any good story of a seller or buyer to share with us?
Well, the main thing for me right now was those elderly people that I spoke to you about.
So
That's the
that was the
biggest
best
thing for
story of
me.
the month.
That's the best story. I can't beat that one.
All right.
It's a
And
tear shedding story.
between now and Christmas, obviously it's going to be the same train,
I
same
think
speed.
the same speed. I think our borders are opening up even more this week.
Right.
At the beginning of this week, so we're probably opening the floodgates now. So I think we'll even have a sharper acceleration into the market, and we'll really see how things are going. So I think definitely we've been implementing strategies to accommodate for that.
Yes.
So all I can recommend is make sure that when you are putting your property onto the market, that you're accommodating what the market is doing rather than just going, oh, well, it's a house, put it on blah, 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 blah. It's very different. And you need to make sure you capitalize on this if you're selling, because it's crazy, Thomas.
It's
Like the
fast.
prices. Yeah, it's
All right.
fast. It's fast. So
Well, we catch up in December.
we will. Thanks,
Thanks very
Thomas.
much. Thanks again.
You too. Have a good one. Thanks.